In exploratory data analysis, we'll be examining data and determining what information can be obtained from the data. Specifically, we'll be looking at constructing a box plot using the 5-number summary. A box plot is a graph of the data using quartiles and the maximum and the minimum. The 5-number summary actually is the minimum, which technology denotes as Q0, the first quartile, Q2, which is the median, Q3, and the maximum, which technology designates as quartile 4. A box plot is sometimes called a box and whiskers plot, and when we create it, you'll see why. In constructing a box plot, our first step is to find the 5-number summary for the data. Once we have that 5-number summary, we're going to draw a horizontal axis and place the scale on the axis. This is very important that we make sure there's a scale on our axis. The scale should start on or below the minimum value in the data set and end on or above the maximum value. The tick marks along that axis should be equally spaced because we are drawing our data in a very simplistic way, but we need to make sure we're drawing it to scale. Step 3, we take the 5-number summary and we plot them as dots above our axis, where they should go in a straight horizontal line. Then we'll draw a box whose vertical sides will go through Q1 and Q3, and we'll draw a line inside the box through the median. Then we'll draw a line from the minimum data value to the left side of the box and from the maximum data value to the right side of the box. Using these steps, let's take a look at our example. The highest temperatures ever recorded in 32 different U.S. states are shown below. Construct a box plot by hand for the data set. In a previous lesson, we found the 5-number summary. Our minimum is 100. Q1 was halfway between 107 and 109, which we calculated it to be 108. Our median is 114. Q3 is 118, and our maximum is 134. Using these 5 numbers, we can create our box plot. And I will use my ruler here just to make sure I get a nice straight line. Any straight edge would do. It just makes for a nice clean axis. And then, since my minimum starts at 100 and my maximum is at 134, I'm going to start on my axis at 100 and go by 5s. For your axis, just do your best. Try to make that spacing as even as possible. If you're off by a little bit, it's okay, but we want to be as precise as we can be doing this by hand. So then we can plot our points, and we're going to go above the axis to plot our points. Our minimum, Q1 at 108, 114 for our median, 118 for Q3, and 134 for our maximum. We'll draw a box around Q1 and Q3, a line through the median, and then connect the minimum and the maximum, box and whiskers. Now, this is a very simplistic representation of our data, but let's break it down what this actually means. In this piece between the minimum and Q1, we have 25% of the data sitting here. In the next piece between Q1 and our median, we have another 25%. Between our median and Q3, we have another 25%. And then between Q3 and our maximum, we have the last 25%. So each one of these areas shows us how close together or far apart that section of data is. And can you see how this box and whiskers plot is not very symmetric? Since it's not symmetric, this is a skewed data set. We're not even plotting the histogram that would go to this, but I can tell from the box plot it's skewed. More of our data is sitting down here between 100 and 118. We have 75% of our data. And then the other quarter is spread out. It turns out that because this right side is so long, this is a right skewed data set. All of our data is sitting up here, clustered around the lower part with fewer values to the right. And that's how we get a right skewed data set out of this. Some information that we can obtain from a box plot regarding the median. If the median is near the center of the box and the whiskers are approximately the same length, the distribution is approximately symmetric. If the median is left of center and the left whisker is shorter, the distribution is right skewed. If the median is right of center and the right whisker is shorter, the distribution is left skewed. And that's what we have in our picture above. And I'm going to take this part out about the lines because we already mentioned them above when we talked about the lines and the median. And here we have our box plot. Granted, there's extra stuff on it that's really just meant to help you visualize the data and recognize that each one of these 4 sections in the box plot represents 1/4 of the data in our data set.